Welcome. I am Amber.
And I am Jonathan.
And this is LeithCars.com's He Said,
She Said.
Today we are going to meet another i4. This is the BMW i4, a 2022 M50 model. And we're going to take a look outside, inside, and go for a drive.
Very exciting stuff.
Oh boy.
Is it on?
I don't think you're ready for this jelly.
But first you take a look at the front of this BMW, and it has that iconic BMW look. It's really sexy. Now, it's got the supposedly air vents for the engine, but there's no engine, so it still gives you that cool look, BMW. But the coolest thing ever is this part right here. This is the self-healing grille. If a rock comes up and nicks this surface here, it will heal itself. It has this polymer that does that. I don't know the details. All I know it is cool.
What's the first thing you notice, sound-wise, in this car, Johnny?
I can only hear you. I don't hear the outside or anything.
How lucky are you?
Yeah, right?
There's no sound. There's this, maybe the sound of the tires, barely.
Yes, it is super quiet in here.
And very smooth because you're not getting the vibration from a traditional gasoline engine.
Yeah, exactly, yes.
Now, anything from a BMW that has an I in it is going to be hybrid or electric. This car was built on the same platform as the gasoline and the hybrid for a reason, and that's because they wanted it to look like those cars. They wanted it to feel like those cars. This is a Grand Coupe, just like the others, but it is electric. And you'll see also in passing BMWs, anything with blue trimming on it is electric or hybrid. That's how you know also. But to Johnny's point earlier, they've got the fake air vents up front because you don't need to cool a gasoline engine the way you do with a gasoline engine. But you've also got fake exhausts in the back. They still have the same look, the aggression of a sports car or a regular car, but there's nothing coming out. They're closed.
Give me a little punch. Oh, wow, good Lord. Oh my God, I felt my stomach. I get seasick in a hammock. Wow, that really did kind of like, oh my God, I feel like I'm on a roller coaster. Have you ever been to Disney World on the rock and roller coaster and you go from like 0 to 60 in 3 seconds? Well, this does 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds.
This has the heads-up display too, which I really like. At first I wasn't sure of it. But then you get, in other vehicles, because other vehicles have it, but this has got a little more than just your miles per hour. This has directional set on it too, so I know which direction I'm headed. But this is a good reminder for someone like me who might drive a little too fast. Hey, here's what the speed limit is, lady, and okay, here's how fast you're going.
Right, because you are a speedster. You got this 4-door sedan, okay? It looks sleek, fast. You're like, there can't be any cargo space in this. Well, wrong. Check this out. You've got a lot of space back here, luggage, golf clubs, and you even have any more space. The seats can fold down, and that gives you even more extension. So I can put all kinds of golf clubs in there. A lot of EV vehicles have the charging port in front, not BMW. They keep it traditional. So the charging port on this M50 is back here. So you've got your charging port for the charging station, and then you have the port here for your home, and it comes with a level 2 charger, so you're set as soon as you buy this car.
Inside of the car, Johnny was just talking about power. You can get overnight on a regular outlet with no special setup, 10 to 12 hours, you can get a full charge on this car. For most people's daily driving habit, you could go a full week without doing a full charge. But it's good to know that you can do that. When you come home from work, you plug in, carry on about your life, go to bed, get up the next day, car's fully charged again. But there's also a way you can drive this car where you get more power back while you're driving. And that is to drive in B. All you do in drive is push to the left. And that turns the car into a regular, or from a regular push to accelerate, push to brake, into a single pedal function, where if you take your foot off the brake and you go to the accelerator, if you push down, it goes. If you let off the accelerator, it brakes for you. When your car is braking, you're getting power back. Science. Sometimes you might be driving into a tight spot, parking decks, your own garage, got a lot of stuff. There's stuff sitting in your driveway. You're going down a really tight alley. Well, you get to the end of that and you think, oh gosh, I can't go any further. There's something in my way. There's a car coming through. They can't back up. I gotta back up. How am I gonna do what I just did? So this car has something called backup assistant. Okay, so I gotta get into this space, and it takes a lot of finagling, a lot of ranging to get around this stuff. And then I get stuck and I can't go any further because there's something blocking my way, another car coming out, maybe there's a tree down, something like that. So you just have your backup assistant on, you put the car in reverse and let go, and that car is gonna do exactly what you just did to get you back to where you came from without touching a thing. It's gonna follow the lines you took going in to get back out. How cool is that?
So this is the iDrive 8 screen, dual screen, a lot of information up here, everything you need. So you can swipe, use your finger this way. You can also use the dial control here to work through the menu if that's more comfortable to you. And it also has gesture control where you do that as well. So very cool features, a lot of options on how to control the iDrive 8 screen. That My BMW app is really cool. So I'm at the airport, boom, and I fly to my destination, and then like, man, did I lock my car? I can pull up My BMW app and it can tell me, and then I can lock my car wherever I am, and boom.
That's pretty cool.
You're safe.
I love a sedan myself. I know that
Right.
most of the world right now seems to be wanting to buy SUVs, but for me, I really like to drive.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the feel and the responsiveness and being closer to the road.
Right.
And so obviously in this is one of the premier performance machines.
Right.
This is absolutely responsive, quick, tight, responsive. It's pretty great. So now that we've had a good look around the outside, in the inside, we've done some driving, we're gonna wrap up with our favorite parts of this car. Now, this is an M, remember, so this version is gonna be a little pricier, but the i4 starts at $55,400. So you don't have to have the M version, it's just a little more fun.
Right, exactly. And in the M50, this one's at $70,000, but it is worth every penny. It is so cool. And one of my favorite parts of this car is the self-healing grille. That is so cool, because how many times have you get a nick from a rock from the road and it just messes up that front bumper with that front grille? Man, that really stinks. This takes care of all that.
Yeah, my favorite part, I believe, is the reverse assistant, because the
Really
car
cool.
driving itself in reverse without you having to lift a finger, and what it is going through, being that smart to do that, that's super impressive.
I mean,
to
if
me.
you have a long driveway that's just really difficult, wow.
This is your jam.
Yeah, this is it. That's
So,
way to go.
thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Amber.
And I'm Jonathan.
Thanks so much for joining us for LeithCars.com's He Said.
She said.
Join us next time.